welcome to Gracie's Garden. I'm in Florida Zone 9B, and we are going to plant up some amaranth seedlings. Most of them I got in the ground, but I planted too many of them, and these are the leftovers. So we're going to try to find spaces for them in the garden. And also I'm just going to do a little plant haul of everything I got at Lowe's, weeds. And these are all plants I got at Temu, off of Temu. So they're doing pretty good. More weeds. It has been raining for days and days, which is a good thing. And there's a moment in between storms, so I'm going to try to get those amaranths planted. And I have some random snapdragon seedlings I'm just going to sprinkle in the garden, and hopefully they'll take off. Here's the amaranth up close. They're getting ready to actually bloom and start putting on their little red flowers that they get. So I definitely got to get these in the ground. I think we're going to plant them in front of the house. It's probably 12 inches tall, which is way beyond what they should be. I think we're going to put them here in the side garden. I think right in this spot right here. Put one on, yeah, I think we'll put one here. Yeah, I think we'll put one here and here. I think that will be a perfect spot. And you see this here. This is a vine that gets out of control. It gets like an orange fruit on it. I can't remember the name of it, but I got to pull that too. Okay, so I got those two in. And this is a nice thing that's happening here. Some kind of elephant ear is coming back. The main plant is not alive, but a lot of babies came out, so that's a good thing. And I think I'm going to plant the others back in here. There's a lot of weeds over there, but I'm going to give it a quick weeding, nothing major. And I think I'll plant more of the amaranths over there. And as you can see, these amaranths are in like bunches of 3s and 4s. They don't seem to care. You could separate them out. No, they'll transplant just fine, but I usually just transplant them as they are, and they'll work themselves out. Okay, so I got some amaranths there, and over there, and then 2 batches, 3 batches right in here. And some daylilies are finally starting to leaf out. I didn't get a lot of weeding done. I'm not too worried about it. There's a lot of rain coming, so it's just a losing battle at this point. Next, we're going to plant this plant here. It's still in a bucket or a pot. I think it is some sort of hibiscus or hydrangea. It's something along that line. So we're going to plant that and then show you the sage. It's a tropical sage. It's doing really well. And that self-seeded itself from last year. And then the pagoda plant. It really had a rough time after the freeze, but it is coming back really nice. Hopefully. And it had a lot of babies. So that's a good thing. Their leaves are so velvety. Okay, so I got that planted, and then 2 tropical milkweeds in there. They're very small, so you can barely see them, but they got planted. I know people say don't plant tropical milkweed, but it just shows up in your yard, so what can you do? And then here is the plumbago, and it is doing really well, really recovered from the freeze. That's all the blue flowers there. And the cactus is coming back from the freeze. This is going to have to be moved. It's just getting taken over by the plumbago. So that will get moved to the backyard eventually. And then here we can see all the snowbush plant. It is always so pretty. There's a lot of grasses in there, but it is finally coming back. And all these little spots of pink out here, that's all snowbush plants. It's one plant and it spreads that much. And then the splash of purple there in the background, that is walking iris, or jewel of the Nile iris, I believe. Okay, next we're going to plant Mystic Spireus. And this is a good size one. It needs a little bit of a trim to get the dead off of it, but or things that have already bloomed and are done with. But I'm going to put this out here, I think, right in this area here, right in here. And then we have 2 coleuses. These have seen better days. I got them on clearance for like $1. I'm just going to stick them in the ground and see what happens. They're also pretty badly infested with aphids. So I'm just going to plant them anyways. And then I'll spray them with some neem oil and see what happens. So yeah, I think right in there, ooh, we have a butterfly. This butterfly's over here somewhere. He'll show back up. Okay, so I got the Mystic Spirea in. I think it looks really good there among all that pink. I think it looks nice. And then I got one of the coleuses in. The other one is pretty bad. I'm not sure if I want to plant it. It is so infested with little mealy bugs. So I think I'm going to try to pick them off, clean it up a little bit, and then I'll decide if I'm going to plant it from there. Okay, let me show you all the plants I got at Lowe's. They were 75% off. I got a strawberry begonia. These trail, so that's kind of nice, and they put off a lot of babies. And then I got this here. It just says succulent on it. So I got that. This was originally $15. The other one was originally $21, 75% off of that. Next, I got this banana plant. Some nice verification in it, and there's like 3 in there. And then I got this basket here. Oh, it's not a basket, it's a plant pot. These were originally $25. It has like 4 or 5 different plants in them. And I got 2 of those. Next was this cactus. It is busting out of the pot. Is it cactus? Euphorbia. So it is busting out of the pot, and so I'm going to repot this. And last was this blackberry. I only bought one. The lady in line was telling me these spread really easily, and that here in Florida I should plant it in part shade. So I'm going to take her advice. And these were also 75% off. And there's the other pot. And there are the zinnias with a butterfly on them. This is my best year for zinnias. I know it's not a lot, but this is my best year for zinnias. And then there is, right here, is a bromeliad that's getting ready to bloom. There's the rest of the butterfly garden. It's very overgrown. A lot of this weed is Bidens, which is a native plant, but it's the one that gets the white flowers with the yellow center in it. The butterflies love. So I kind of let it go just so I could feed the butterflies and the bees. I have not seen a lot of bees this year. Ever since the freeze, there just hasn't been a whole lot of them. And we do have a casualty. Part of the square stem plant here, part of it collapsed just due to the winds that we've been having. And then there's more amaranths here. And these big ones here, those are big amaranths too. They're about 2 foot tall now. I think the other ones would have been bigger had I got them in the ground sooner. Alright everyone, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.